Hey, what's going on, guys? Make sure you guys subscribe, turn your noise on, and leave a like for future videos. Catch you guys there. Peace. Today's focus is going to be, obviously, you have GJ and gold, like we do every day. And then you have NFP, which is going to be NFP Friday, right? So we have NFP at 8:30, and I think they were expecting positive numbers, or positive numbers for NFP. Unemployment rate, actual less than forecast is good for currency. They're expecting a lot less. Non-farm employment change, they're expecting good numbers. So goody and goody. Check. So with gold, I think the weekly time frame says it for itself. The weekly time frame created a resistance here, and then it started to like kind of reject, give us that resistance there. We started to come down to break the lows, look left now. It makes kind of sense. The price were to drive down today towards the 1848 level. That is my target for a day. I think for analysis for now, I have that as my range right here. I'll probably say sells will be below here. How big is this range? 20 range going down. Thing is, like, this isn't the cleanest range. I think overall the cleanest range would just be below here. Even looking left, if you look to the left side, every time we have came down below at the support before, we have rejected, right? We never close below. So closure below obviously makes go pushes further down. So same thing here. Support was formed here, failed to continue down. If we were to get a closure below here, I think we have a high chance to continue down towards the 1860 mark here. Or go in this 15-minute time frame. And that range is 80 to 70 pip range going down after you break that support right there. So it's not bad. Definitely not bad at all. You can actually anticipate sells at the top of the range though, because overall, like, look at this, right? It's like down range, I guess, like a little fake during London, but overall we're still bearish for a day. Yeah, probably my bias for today is just gonna be price sells below 1866. I might consider staying out of this range here. It just look as clean. I'm not gonna lie, guys, gold is kind of messy. I'm pretty sure it's on range to NFP. I'm pretty confident gold's on range to NFP. Where did? Oh my god. Although GJ doesn't get affected by NFP directly, there will still be volume getting pushed into the markets when NFP does drop at 8:30.
You know how we talked about sometimes news can be priced in before it's dropped?
Yes.
Do you ever think there's any like rhyme or reason to it? I know that's kind of a hard question to answer, but something I was thinking about. Like, what's to say that I know there's news yesterday that pushed gold pretty hard, but what's to say it wasn't part of NFP already priced in?
Wait, so you're asking me like how do you know if it's already priced in or not?
Yeah, you don't know.
You don't know. You don't know. It can be priced in, and then when news drop, it can move another like whatever pips. This is why I just like, you know, I wait for news to drop like regardless. I mean, if gold were to push 100 pips here, people can say it's priced in, right? But then again, someone just say it was just pre-news data. I don't know. It's just, it could be, you know, it could be whatever. You just don't know, right? Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people like they really love these positions where, oh yeah, this is clean traffic. Yeah, it is clean traffic, but you gotta remember the trend is bearish though for the day. The weekly just broke the lows. News is coming out in 15 minutes here. All right, this guy has no bond wick. We haven't closed above the range yet. It's very dangerous. That girl is a bad girl.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
If NFP pushes gold up, we look for buys even against the trend. I only change my trend whenever we have a range 2 breakout. So let's say, for example, we were to I think I'll look for buys above. Let's say we were to break up here, close above the range. I'll wait for it to go up to wherever. Let's say it goes up towards this resistance here. This level right there. I'll consider this now a resistance because we're then going to close bearish like this. But whenever that happens, I'll now cause a range. So now you have a range 1, range 2. I'll look for buys if price were to break above this range. Let's say it goes down here. Let's say it goes down now. Rejects the resistance, comes down, and then all of a sudden it closes bullish at support again to go back up. Once you close out support like that, I'll execute on buys. Or 2, wait for a closure above, and then I'll execute on buys going up. Continue up. That's the only way I'll look for buys today. Range 2 breakouts. Anyone going to do news trade? So with news and me, I will wait for news to come out good or bad, whatever it comes out. I'll wait for that to happen, formed, done, and then I'll look for myself that I would usually look for, going with the trend and the bias. So let's say news comes out bad or good as expected, I'll look for gold sells after we push and break below certain ranges. Let's say gold were to continue down, I'll look for sells below 1868. Let's say this is a news channel. Boom, news comes in like this. Cool. I'll probably look for entries as you close below the range like this, coming down, right? I don't really care what happens at 8:30. And that's how I've been trading news for the past year. For the past year and a half. You could have buys from the sell stops, it's up to you. It's all optional, but that's not my trading style no more. I feel like that's too much like guessing and gambling for me.
Here comes the whipsaw. Woo!
Oh,
Hits your stop loss. Goes bullish. Hits your stop
go
loss again.
no bottom wick. Hold on, wait. Let's see how news. Let's see what numbers come out.
Yo,
Again.
Gold to the moon. Bad numbers.
Let's see. Is that bad numbers? I mean, it looks like it went bad numbers, but
Gold's moving up. GJ's moving down.
could just be a whipsaw. Who knows? Oh wow, good GJ. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you see that? That thing went boom, boom.
Imagine being foolish enough to take trades.
And buy stocks and sell stocks, getting whipsawed. All right.
I know. Me and Don have both went through this. The worst thing that can happen to you on NFB is you win, and then the next NFB you try doing the same thing.
Yes,
Because
dude.
I've blown thousands of dollars on NFP, like my entire account, because I won the month before. So
I feel like people always preach long-term trading, but take some weird things sometimes.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true though. Like you're gonna start to think it's okay to take these type of entries. Like then in the future, for example, next NFP, you try the same thing and you get a whole whipsaw. It's so unpredictable, right? Like, do you have Bloomberg Terminal?
To the dome.
Like you could say it's priced in. You could say it's a whipsaw. You make a bunch of excuses after. You know, like it's just. I'd rather just stay out of that and just do what I would normally do every day. I think long term that would just be a lot better, right? Does the news change your bias? Not really. I'm still like bearish for a day. Obviously, like again, I explained earlier how I was waiting for a range 2 breakout. So if that situation were to form, I'll look for buys going up. I'll probably wait for a support to be formed here. At support, wait for resistance to range, and then look for buys going up. I'll draw it out again here to make it more easy. So once we close bearish at resistance, that's your resistance. I'll draw a line here. See, now that's my resistance now. I'll then look for buys 1 after we close bullish at support, or 2 after we actually break out of the range. So there's 2 entries will be 1 here or 2 there. Looking left, that's clean traffic driving price up. Words like wherever after, right? I'll look for buys like that. Or who knows? Might even get like, let's see. Is there like a small resistance here somewhere? Look left, look left. There's like 1 right here. And 1 hour time frame, it's not bad. 15's kind of middle of nowhere. Resistance right here, most recent resistance. I don't know. I think I'll wait for an actual resistance. Like I don't really trust this resistance there. It's not really much, right? It's very minor. I was gonna say if that was a resistance, I'll look for buys above, but it's very minor there. How do you not get FOMO? You just honestly do the same thing every day. You look for the same stuff every day. How do I say this? So, for instance, this move that pushed up on gold today. This one, let me go back on my screen. This move that pushed up on gold today. Yes, we did push up and we came up 100 pips, 100 pips that I could have got. But in reality, was there anywhere I could have entered here in this case? If it was just a normal day, there was no volume. Is there anywhere I would have entered? Probably not. I think the only trade I had was maybe the 15-minute start play here, but there was no bottom wick here. I would have stayed out. So what's the point of taking it today when long term I know these are bad trades that I wouldn't take on a normal basis, right? Not bad trades, but just trades I wouldn't take due to certain reasons. Long term, the winning rate of those trades aren't high, right? So that's why I stayed out. You chase your trades, you don't chase the trades. That's the best way I can say it. Like, you know, I see people get trades outside. Like Andre caught a move this morning, 10 pips, right? Andre 10 pips. Yeah, he got 10 pips on gold. I didn't bite. I wasn't looking for positions in that range because it wasn't my trade. It was his trade. Something he would normally take, but it's not something that I would normally take. Happens all the time. If you get FOMO, man, like you're gonna be chasing every single trade that comes, right? And it's gonna lead to over trading, over leveraging, and I've experienced that before. I don't want to go back to that mess.
I agree with that, man. You don't even have to take every trade that someone else takes, even if you have a similar style. Like, just take your own setups, stick with them.
I'm looking back at gold. If I was still trading and I was committed to taking more positions after 9 today, this might be an entry here, because like we closed bearish here, creating resistance, and then we like kind of broke above this resistance here that was formed, or you can say in other words, close that support, and this is your entry candle. Stop loss first kind of low and TP up here. Right.
Would you have used that? That's like 27 pip stops though.
Yeah, that's pretty good for gold. But like I'm using half for some gold, right? And then 38 pip target runner right now would be risk free. That was the only thing I would have probably entered off of. I was committed to trading after 9.